From the 1011 Now Alert Center,
This is the Night Beat.
sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Good evening and thank you for joining me. I'm Jessica Blum with your headlines for Tuesday, February 3rd. First, an update on the investigation into the missing Stromsburg couple who is believed to be dead. We hear from Lincoln Police at an area north of Malmo as they continue their search. It's a story we've been covering extensively since last Thursday. The case of a missing couple out of Stromsburg. Police say they were likely murdered, and 2 people from Lincoln have been arrested. The bodies of 26-year-old Hannah Neville and her husband, 27-year-old Roberto Tanner, still haven't been found. Now, investigators are on a multi-county search to try and find answers. The Lincoln Police Department said evidence they've uncovered has led them out toward an area in Saunders County. Records show that Tanner lived in the area just north of Malmo, but they say this is just one of the areas of interest. Sheriff's deputies from Lancaster, Saunders, York, and Polk counties are also there to help with those efforts. LPD says this is just one of several areas of interest again, and that the department has already looked through a number of locations since Neville and Tanner were first reported missing. Investigators posted about this particular search this morning, just before 10. Since then, they've been combing through the area, saying it could be a few days before they finish.
We have numerous people walking through there, members of the Lincoln Police Department. In fact, our academy's out there walking too with us to help us out. But this is all part of the ongoing investigation.
Officers tell us there is no indication right now if Neville and Tanner will be found together or not. We also asked officers about the people arrested in connection to the case, 24-year-old Sterling James and his girlfriend, 22-year-old Sade Titus. Authorities are still investigating a possible motive behind the killing, looking for a potential weapon, or where the killing may have occurred. We'll bring you the latest from these search efforts in Saunders County and beyond as we continue to learn more. Governor Jim Pillen has announced the replacement for NU Regent Elizabeth O'Connor, who resigned last month after being charged driving under the influence. The vacant seat is being filled by former Nebraska football player Joel Makovica. Makovica will serve on the board through January 7th of next year. The seat is up for grabs during this year's election. In a statement, Pillen said he's confident he will serve the board well. But you might remember Nebraska's newest regent for his time with the football team. The fullback played on 3 national championship teams in the 90s, and he now serves as president of his own practice, Makovica Physical Therapy. In other news tonight, 70 cats were removed from a Northeast Lincoln home after an annual inspection. Lincoln Animal Control did a multi-cat household permit inspection at a home last Friday, where they found several violations. Officers in the Capitol Humane Society removed 70 cats from the home over the last several days. Every animal has since been taken to the Humane Society for vet care. And in a social media post today, the shelter says they are at 100% capacity and any donation will make a difference. If you're looking to bring a furry friend home this weekend, all adoption fees are half off. An Omaha man is facing charges after 2 missing Florida sisters were found in Georgia over the weekend. 19-year-old Surmula Say of Omaha was arrested on Sunday on charges including kidnapping. A Florida sheriff's office says the girls are 12 and 15, and he drove from Omaha to Florida to pick them up. Family members say they had been communicating with the girls on Roblox and Snapchat. The Georgia State Patrol stopped the car early Sunday morning, where they say they believe he was heading back to Omaha. A Seward bookstore that temporarily relocated after the building was damaged by an August storm is finally back home.
I think that's what the business is all about, is a place for community. And so for a community to find us the first morning we're back here feels so good. I've got a huge cookie cake over there, and some flowers have come in, and just people saying, welcome, good job, we're glad you're back.
Originally, the August storm was thought to have separated the west-facing wall from the building. The store owner, though, tells us thankfully that wasn't the case, and the only damage was to the roof. The store did relocate because it wouldn't have been safe for customers to be walking through as masonry work was being done to fix it. Owner Kelly Limback says it was a bit of a blessing because relocating allowed them to finally renovate inside and put all new flooring in. The storefront is 100% open, but a community space for reading and games is still being completed. In sports news tonight, Luke Gifford's NFL career started as an undrafted free agent. Now he has one of the highest individual honors in football. Gifford is a Pro Bowl selection, and tonight the Lincoln native and former Husker participates in the 2026 Pro Bowl games. While festivities take place in San Francisco, the same city where Gifford just played his 7th and best season in the NFL, sports director Kevin Suits was able to sit down with him ahead of tonight.
It's been a long journey, and honestly, if you would ever told me that I'd be in this position right now, I'm not sure that I would have believed you. I've had quite a bit of reflection here in the last couple of months, and it's like so surreal just how it's all worked out.
How did you find out that you were selected for the Pro Bowl?
That morning they came out with the fan voting, like the final fan voting, and I had fallen from like 6th to 8th, and I was like kind of shocked, like I thought I had a good chance, but I knew that the other 2/3 of the vote were players and coaches, and I thought I had a good chance with the players and coaches, but when I saw I fell in fan voting, I was pretty upset about it. I was actually getting ready to start getting ready to leave for the game that night, and my agent called me and he was like, "Hey, like, I think you got in." I was like, "What? Like, got in what?" He's like, "The Pro Bowl." And so I kind of lost it, man. I was pretty emotional about it.
The Pro Bowl these days, Luke, it's not the traditional Pro Bowl. It's skills competitions and a couple other activities. What in the world does a specialist do during a Pro Bowl in 2026?
That's a great question. You can either opt in to play in the actual flag football game, which, to be honest with you, I don't have a whole lot of interest in chasing Jamar Chase around and trying to pull his flag. So like you mentioned, they have the skills portion of it, which is like they have a longest drive, they have trivia, tug of war, dodgeball. So I think I'll be participating in more of that stuff.
Gifford played on nearly every special teams unit for the 49ers. He also served as a reserve linebacker, and over 17 games, Gifford was able to record 35 tackles, 18 of those being on special teams, which ranked among the best in the NFL this season. Gifford is joined tonight at the Pro Bowl by Cam Jurgens. The two, in fact, were teammates at Nebraska, and Jurgens is a Beatrice native. He's appearing in his second Pro Bowl. Now to some good news for Kansas City Royals fans. You can watch 10 Royals games on free over-the-air Gray Media-owned channels in Nebraska this season. This is the second year of a successful partnership. It all starts with the Royals' home opener against the Minnesota Twins on March 30th. That game is being aired on KSNB and KNOP. The TV schedule for 3 of the 10 games has been decided, with the channel designation of the rest of the games to be announced at a later date. You can read more about the partnership up on our website. Finally tonight, and rounding out your night beat, is a check of the 7-day forecast. There will be a small chance for a passing light snow shower or light freezing drizzle early tomorrow with cloud cover until we see those clouds gradually decrease going into Wednesday evening. It will also be, as you can see, the coldest day of the next several, as we'll look to warm up significantly by Thursday, closing in on almost 60 degrees, and then every day after that still around 50, if not back around 60 degrees early next week.
You've been listening to The Night Beat.
Sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.